live and just talking about my days, man, and just start giving you guys day by day, play by play, what's going on in life. Today, my topic is sacrifices. I've been in entrepreneurship for the last 10 years and I have learned so many valuable lessons that I only would have learned by actually doing what it is that I did. So I opened up so many different businesses, 8 different businesses at that. I opened up a t-shirt print company, after school program, mobile detail, carrier service, 18-wheeler, box truck, you name it, I done did it, man. And this year was really like my sacrifice. The last 2 years, I really been sacrificing everything that I had. Everything that I learned, I just been sacrificing. So last year I was able to just say, you know what, I'm going to sacrifice my vehicle. And I sacrificed my vehicle. I was paying about $1,800 a month in car note, car insurance, the whole nine, spending about $1,800. This is my beautiful wife here. Say what's up. She forced me to do it. But I sacrificed my car just for my sanity to be able to hire somebody else in my business. And I highly recommend, if you're like on your entrepreneurship journey, if you're new, especially if you're new, keep all money in, but you still want to be able to hire other people. The reason why a lot of businesses don't grow is because they try to hire too early or they don't hire at all. And you can be in that little funny spot of, being there like, dang, I can't do this because I'm working so much. And so what I'm gonna tell you is, like, just evaluate what business you're in and how you want to run your business. And I know it probably sounds like I'm rumbling a little bit because I am. I'm just freestyling. I'm learning on how to become a better speaker, how to become a better leader. Becoming a better leader is way harder than I thought, because I've been training for the last 10 years, and now I'm training trainers to become coaches inside of my business and for their own business. So that's a little bit harder than I thought, man. And I sacrificed everything, man. I sacrificed like my family time, time with my spouse, time with my son, at weddings. I left a funeral early because I had to go do some work. So, like, before you get into this entrepreneurship life, I want to let you know that, hey, it's going to be a journey. It's going to be a journey. Like, me and my wife was just talking about, Christmas. She was like, you're more into the Christmas spirit this year. And I'm like, because I got money this year. I ain't used to have no money. Like, that's why I hated Christmas. I hated holidays. I hated birthdays. I didn't like none of those. I didn't never have any money. All my money went back to my gym. And I knew that one day it'll pay off. Now I'm able to make all the money that I make now, and I work half the amount of time that I used to work. So I'm here to tell you, like, if you're going through your entrepreneurship journey, it does not get harder. It actually gets easier, but you got to go through the hard times of not being able to have a lot of money, not being able to spend like you want to spend, not being able to go on a vacation that you wanted to go on. Next year, we plan on going on a whole bunch of vacations. This was the first year, literally, y'all. This was the first year I literally said, you know what, Sanchez, buy yourself some clothes, buy yourself some shoes, buy yourself some necklaces, buy yourself some stuff for you, because all you do is invest into your business. And yes, the business is cool, but, time is very limited on this earth. So I decided to say, you know what, I'm going to lock in. I'm going to sacrifice everything I can sacrifice this year so next year won't look like this year. And literally, when I sacrificed everything, I was able to find 2 new trainers, one trainer that was able to save me 80 hours a month. So now I don't even work as much as I normally would work. So that was a blessing, man. Also, man, I just got a new whip too, y'all. Just giving y'all a whole little update. I just got a new whip not too long ago. It was actually Sydney's first car, and her first car was Suzuki. And now I'm having some trouble with it. I named him Peanut, but now Peanut's sick. Peanut ain't been working. He needs some fuel injectors. So now I'm waiting on Peanut to get fixed. So the storms of life, I know things will burst in sunshine at the end of the journey. Thanks for this live. Thank you for even watching, man. I didn't even know nobody was even watching. Like, the only way the rainbow is gonna come is after it storms. So whatever you're going through, and I was reading through the Bible today, and there was a lot of different things that stuck out, and everybody has their own mission. And one of the key stories that I got out of there was when Peter was fishing for fish, he didn't know that eventually he'll be fishing for people. He originally started fishing for fish, but he learned patience, he learned discipline, he learned consistency, he learned all the things that needed to be learned. So eventually when he was fishing for people, he would have no problem because he's fished for fish before. And believing in God, y'all. Like, I don't know how strong your faith is, but I believe in God so much that, like, I'm willing to, like, no matter what's going on in my life, whether I got $1 in my account or $100,000 in my account, I believe that God gonna make it happen for me. So I give it everything I got. Like, God always show up. Sometimes when I get a bill that's 500 or 5,000 or whatever it is, I believe that God's gonna show me the way. And I hope you got that same faith inside of yourself. If my wife want to be in a video, y'all. Look, oh, look at my wife. But my wife has pushed me to do so many different things. What's up, bro?
Sorry.
Say what's up to the people.
Hey. I'm finna go.
You finna go. But based on my faith, I've been able to accomplish so many things in life, even when I didn't know how it was gonna happen. It just goddamn happened. So now I'm on my faith base now to just have faith enough to be able to come and give y'all a daily update every day of what's going on in my life, man. Yesterday I had to go to 4 different stores just to try to find some fuel injectors for my car. The car is so old, nobody carries the fuel injectors, so I had to go to 4 different stores, and then finally I found what store had them. And it takes 7 days for them to come in. But I gotta be patient. I gotta be patient because I rather pay the $300 to $400 or whatever I paid for the part to be delivered versus paying $300 to $400 in car note. Like, I'm to that point in my life where I learned this one thing, because I've been in rooms with people who make $100,000 in a day. I've been in rooms where people make $1 million in a day. I've been in rooms where people make $50,000 in a year. And I learned that everybody's playing a different game. Everybody's not playing the same game. So I tried to play the game that the people who making $100,000 in a day play, and I almost went out of business. And I learned very quickly that that ain't the game I want to play. I'm playing for generational wealth, but also I'm playing for, being able to spend more time with my family. What is wealth without having your health? What is wealth without being able to spend time with your family? So my biggest thing every day is, how do I get a chance to spend more time with my family? And I love being able to wake my son up in the morning. I love being able to wake up next to my wife. I love being able to drop my son off at school. I love being able to pick him up from school. Those are the things that I love. And that's why I feel like I'm the richest person on this earth, because I'm rich in not just wealthy as far as money, but as far as relationships, as far as my relationship with God. That, like, I'm so wealthy in that aspect. And people don't think about wealth in that aspect. They just think about the money, money, money. But I know plenty of people that have money and they are hopeless and they don't feel good about themselves. I'm always doing everything. I have to stop and lean on God. He will help always. Yes, indeed. Like, you can only do so much by yourself. It's not like you can only do, like in the Bible it says, and they're gonna start calling me Bible boy. They call me Reverend Ratchet. They're gonna start calling me Bible boy, because there's always a message that you can go back into the Bible and you can see and reference it. But it was saying God will only give you according to your faith. He will only give you according to your faith. So if you don't have faith that he's gonna make it happen for you, then he's not gonna give it to you. If you only got faith that he's gonna give you a warehouse job, guess what? You're gonna get that warehouse job. And your faith was just a warehouse job. But if your faith is something bigger than that, you feel like your purpose is bigger than that, you got to lean on God, man. And not just praying. I learned this too, y'all. Not just about praying. It's just not about praying and going to church. It's about getting in your Bible. If you pray without reading your Bible, it's like working out without following a nutrition plan. It's not going to work as good as you think it's going to work, because the Bible, it's just something about the Bible. Whenever I get in that Bible, it's just something about it that just gives me the spirit, gives me the energy to be able to get through the day no matter what happens. like I said, I was reading today and they were talking about when Jesus was praying and he brung a couple of the disciples up to the mountain of Olives, and he brung them up there and they kept falling asleep. And he's like, hey, you guys have to be able to stay awake so that you guys can pray enough so that when temptation comes, you don't fall to temptations. So I'm like, damn, okay. Really, what I got from that is just stay strong and just keep praying to God. Even when I'm going through my temptations or whatever it is, just keep praying to God and he's going to give me the strength. He's going to give me the energy. He's going to give me what I need in order to conquer it and get over it, regardless of what the temptation is. And even if you do fall into temptation, you just go back and you go talk to God and y'all settle y'all differences, and he still loves you the same, man. And I had to learn that too. I was like, man, maybe my life not going the way it needs to go because I'm not perfect. But I learned I will never be perfect. No one's perfect on this earth. The best thing that you can do is seek God as your Lord and Savior. And next thing, just treat your family and treat people the way you would want to be treated. So everybody that walk in my facility, everybody that I come in contact with, I try to treat them just like I would treat my wife. I would treat somebody close to my family, because that's what God wants you to do. And like, I appreciate y'all too for just even being on this live right now. Like I say, like, this is just a throwing apart. I told myself that I'm just gonna start, vlogging, not vlogging, but just giving a rundown of where I'm at in my life. So I just hired another trainer. Her name is Sam. And she used to train at my gym. She was training my gym back in like 2017, 2018. And she went out and got her own gym, and she did that for about 5 years. And she just came back last week and she was like, Sanchez, I have to come back to your gym. That was my safe place. That's why I felt at home at. That's why I know I thrived at. And I let bygones be bygones. At first we had a little oh, you want to open up your own gym, you don't want to listen. But I let bygones be bygones, man. She came in, great spirit. I already knew she was a great trainer. She came in at the right time, and now she's in there training people, and she's helping me out. I'm helping her out. And that's what it's all about, man. Like, it's not about everybody just trying to do this shit by themselves. It's not for everybody to do it by yourself. Sometimes you need a team. Most of the time you need a team. When you got a team, it's a little bit easier to fall back on and let them help motivate you. She's motivating me to be able to get back into the fitness game. Like, it was at one point where I wanted to close my gym down and I just wanted to go get a regular job, but I just knew there was a bigger purpose, man. And now me hitting 10 years in business has been a blessing. So I don't know where you are in your fitness journey, your faith journey, your relationship, wherever it is, but I'm here to tell you that if you just keep going, and never give up, you're winning. Like, don't compare your life to nobody else's life. I went through a deep depression for about a year and a half, just a deep depression. Nobody really knew but me. And it was simply because I was trying to compare my life to somebody else's life, not knowing that everybody plays a different game. And so once I figured that out, it was a different ball game. I'm like, okay, he's not playing the same game I'm playing. So I shouldn't be trying to get the same results that he get. Everybody has their own mission. There are people who make $50,000 a year and they're super happy with their life. And there are people who make $50,000 in a day and they're super unhappy with their life or happy with their life, and vice versa. Money, I had to learn, money don't make you. A car don't make you. And that was the hardest thing that I had to deal with, y'all. Like, being in entrepreneurship has taught me how to treat my family, how to treat my friends. You can't go into business with your family. You can't go into business with your friends. You can, but if you want, you have to be mentally strong. You have to be mentally strong to be able to go into a partnership with your family members or your friends, because shit gonna get rocky. When money gets involved, when your peace. Hey, when money get involved, I'm telling you right now, it don't hit the same. You can say, hey, money can't change us, money can't change. But once the money start coming in, or somebody not getting as much money as the next person, something gonna happen. And most of the time it's not the best thing. Me and my best friend going back, we was knocking heads against each other, and it all could have been settled by just a simple conversation, but we were both a little bit immature, and we let those little things get over our head, and we still got our great relationship, but I wish we could have just reconciled it then, and he could have still been training at the gym. But you live and you learn, man. Through all the situations, you live and you learn. You can only connect the dots looking back. You cannot connect the dots looking forward. So whatever you're going through right now, it's a reason why you're going through that. It's a reason why you're going through that, and you will never know the reason until you get past that little situation. So if you're going at it with somebody, if you're low on money, if your credit's not right, whatever it is, God is putting you through a situation where it's looking to help you grow. Don't look at it as I'm failing. Only way you fail is if you quit and you give up. Most of you guys have kids, you have spouses. You can't give up. There's no give up. You got to keep going. You got to be relentless. Like, be a dog. Be a dog. Like, I know some of y'all females, but be a dog. Like, regardless of what's happening in life, man, keep fighting. Don't give up. Don't give in. I'm just so excited that I was able to just go live, and I got 2 people. Who are my 2 people on here, man? Like, that's the best part about it. I got 2 people on my live. What topics should I start talking about? I know a lot of people be asking me about me and my relationship, and me and my wife, we've been together for the last 12 years. And over the last 12, damn, it's been 12 years. And we've been married for the last 5 years. And we literally talk every day since we met. And that's one of the key things that I always tell people who get into like new relationships, that just make sure you stay consistent. Don't give up, don't give in. That's what I'm talking about, Sean Brown. That's what I'm talking about. But it's about being consistent, man. In your relationship, you're going to go through your ups, you're going to go through your downs. But the biggest thing that helped me is I learned to understand why people do what they do. And the reason why, and the how I learned that is the book called How to Win. And the book that I read was How to Win and Influence Friends by Dale Carnegie. How to Win and Influence Friends by Dale Carnegie. And with that book, it literally taught me how to treat my wife, what to do when I'm upset, what to do when she's upset. That's the #1 book as far as like being in a relationship. Make sure you go get that book. Are you guys in relationships or what? Let me talk to y'all a little bit. What y'all got? What y'all got, man? I've been on here for 17 minutes, man. I've been just running. I ain't have no script or anything like that. What are you guys dealing with right now? Okay. Yep. What are you guys dealing with, or what questions do you got? Sharon Brown, I salute you. I salute you. I want to say thank you, because you've been here the whole time, man. You don't even understand how good it feels to have somebody on here. And you know, I want to build up my YouTube, and you on here and you showing love, you coming. That's a great feeling to have. Who else I got on here? I'm in a relationship. How long have you been in a relationship? Let's talk, Sean. How long have you been in a relationship? Let's go. And most relationships end up ending just because of communication problems. Communication is key. I don't let my wife go to sleep upset. The best way to get her from being upset, if she is ever upset, is to get her some food. I know ladies, y'all love food, so I take my wife to a restaurant. And one thing that I learned too, 2 years, congratulations, congrats. I learned there's 3 different phases to relationships. There's the honeymoon phase, where your spouse can't do anything wrong, and you just love that person for being them and this and that. And then there's another stage. The second stage is like almost like the roommate stage, where you really don't like them like that, but you know you don't want to start over. And you go through your little differences, and me and my wife did that around about year 5. I was in entrepreneurship, and I didn't really have a lot of time for her, and I was spending more time at the gym than I was with her, and that made it a little rocky, but we still talked every day. And then the third phase, you're like, I'm not starting over, so I'm here, and I'm gonna show you how I love you, and you show me how you love me, and we love each other together. And that's what stage we are right now, being together for the last 12 years. And it's been great, man. It's been great. I can't complain. I wear my ring proudly every day. When I don't have my ring on, I do not feel like myself. So I love love. I love love. When I see somebody in a relationship, I try to if you got any questions, ask me. I done been there, done that. Especially with me and my wife, we're very vocal about, relationship advice and things of that nature. But yes, I'm in a situation. I'm in that situation. I have to keep reminding him. Yes, yes. Just like you gonna go through that little stage, man. You're gonna go through that stage. What you like, man, I remember that roommate stage. I remember the roommate stage to this day. We was in a 1-bedroom apartment. And we really didn't have no space to go. It was our first apartment that we got together. And being in that roommate stage, it'll make you feel like, hey, I want to get with somebody else. But that's not gonna be the answer, because you gotta go through all these same phases in every relationship you get into. So keep that in mind. It's worth it. It's worth the wait. It's worth sticking through it, especially if you love that person. And I had to tell myself that. I'm like, I just can't keep running from love. And that's what most people do. As soon as it starts getting bad, they run from it. Yeah, me and my wife relationship is not perfect, but we get through it. We have our differences, but we know how to communicate with each other. And so that's the biggest thing. If I can tell anybody that's in a newer relationship, communication is gonna be key. How you say what you say is gonna be key. So if you having trouble with your husband taking out the trash, don't say, you didn't take out the trash today. Just say, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but just be like, hey babe, can you take out trash? I got something for you. Whatever that something for you is, it's on you. But how you ask means everything. Especially from a man perspective. A man don't want to feel like he being little boyed by a woman, or just being little boyed at all. So how you say what you say means a lot. But I don't give up, but to be healthy and be positive and keep the negativity out. Yes. Just keep all the negative and keep people out your business. Keep people out your business. If you don't learn nothing else from this live, keep folks out your business. Don't tell nobody what's going on in your business, because they will use that against you in the court of law. Just, you know what I mean? Just love on that person. I pray to God that whatever's going on in your situation, you know what I mean, that it gets better. Just pray to God. I'm telling you, if you just pray to God and you believe it and stop stressing about it, I can promise you that everything's gonna change. But I want to thank you, Sean, so much, man. I want to thank you so much for even being on my live. You just made my day. Thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope your relationship gets even more amazing than it already is. And thank you. Yes. All right, I'm up out of here, man. This is my video 1 of just going live every day. So if you watch this, keep it up. Thank you. So for anybody who's watching this later on today, just comment, leave me some words of encouragement, because it is hard to get on front of this camera and just start talking, because you don't know who's listening. You don't know if people will engage, people gonna watch. But whatever it is that you do, if you stay consistent and you keep doing it over and over and over, you gonna win. Peace.